dreams. She delivers out-of-the-box problem solving with a dollop of spiritual cheekiness and intuitive insight. Think of her as your fairy godmother. On punk rock! Everywhere she goes, she leaves people brighter and shinier. It's a gift, an art, and a fantastic way to roll. Please welcome Carrie.
Wonder, what's your drug of choice? Like, we have beer, right? Maybe smokes, I don't know, caffeine, perhaps. But I'd reckon to say for just about everybody, it's busy. Is busy your drug of choice? Because when I look online, like abcnews.com, what it tells me is that Americans are working harder and longer than since statistics have been recorded, and harder than any other international, world nation, right? Like, we're the busiest people on the planet, which is great when you're living a life of your dreams, or, you're living your best life, right? But what do you do when you're not? What do you do when the rat race leaves you feeling tired, a little overwhelmed, perhaps discouraged? Like, what do you do on those days? Well, I'm here to tell you tonight, it involves a little TLC. And no, you don't need T-Bars. You know where I'm going, right? The old school, old TLC, T-Bars, Lisa, left eye lopez, and chili. No, they have it all right, but you don't need them to live a crazy, sexy, cool life. What you do need is some tiny leaps of courage. Because I bet most all of you want to live a life of your own design. Like, wouldn't that be great if you could just get up every day and do exactly what you wanted? I'd reckon to say that some of you are still in the 9 to 5, where you are, sitting there going, I know I'm way cooler than Joe Blow in the cubicle next door. Yeah, I'm a little unconventional. Maybe I don't fit in, but I still deserve to have a good life. So let's explore this TLC a little bit further. It's a real simple 3-step formula, and you'll catch on real soon. The first step is also a TLC. It involves taking a look closer, right? It involves really knowing what your core values are. Because I'm a life coach, and I talk to a lot of people that are really confused. People are like, I meet them at potlucks, I meet them at network events, and they're like, why would I want to have a life coach? Like, I'm, pretty successful in my business. I'm married and that's working out okay. But like, right? But what do I need a life coach for? Well, the first thing we always take a look at is, what are your core values? There's a guy that I work with at a place that shall be unnamed, right? Moonlight. It feeds one of those caffeine addictions, so you can probably figure it out. Anyway, he's only 26, and he has so much already figured out. But when we sit down and talk, this kid, he has all of his life values totally squared away. He was built with them. Like, his family is really strong. They have core values. Marriage is really important. He knows exactly what he wants in a partner. He knows exactly what he wants out of life. But it took me until I was about, I don't know, I don't want to reveal my age. But it wasn't that long ago that I figured things out. And it was about defining core values. So, let's say, for example, my core values are fun, adventure, making a difference. That's just the top 3. We could go on, but we only have 6 minutes. So when I was talking to a client of mine, and she's like, Carrie, I could never just pack up everything and travel around the country for 2 years with my dog the way that you did, and then just decide on a whim that you want to move to Chicago, and then here you are talking at Idea Potluck, like, how does that happen? I couldn't do it. And I said, well, let's look at your core values. They're all around simplicity, family, security, peace of mind. It would make absolutely no sense for you to do what I'm doing. But over the course of time, when we worked together and she started lining up her day-to-day life with her core values, she found that she was able to take more tiny leaps of courage in her own life. And now she's feeling more satisfaction and compassion for herself than ever. Which leads us to the second TLC, which is the one that we usually think of when we think of TLC. Come on, help me out. Right? Love, right? little tender love and care. And that has to go to yourself first. Because anytime that you decide to get out of the box and live an unconventional life, you're going to get pushback. It just kind of comes with the territory. So you got to make sure that you are taking really good care of yourself. Because a lot of people, when I was traveling around the country, do you know what they said to me? "You're really brave," which sounded a lot like, "You're stupid." But what they meant was that I was courageous, that I was doing something that they would never do. And when we look at the root of courageous, it means heart. It means living with your whole heart. And they were inspired because I was doing something with my whole heart. And if you want to lead a life of unconventional wisdom, you have to have a lot of self-compassion for yourself. Which leads us to the final step of the puzzle, number 3 of the TLC technique is, wait for it, twerk, laugh, and celebrate. And no, there will not be any twerking demonstrations tonight. Maybe twerking isn't even your thing. But the reality is that you need to take yourself a whole lot less seriously. Whether it's ballroom dancing or maybe country line dancing, whatever you love, the reality is nobody's getting out of this place alive. So have fun. Laugh at yourself. Enjoy yourself. And celebrate what you want to see more of. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Don't wait for the promotion. Don't wait till you're, the creme de la creme to where you get where you want to go. You can get there from here. You can take tiny leaps of courage every day. The world is waiting for you. Show us what